My family immigrated from India to Malawi in the 60s. And we're a Memon community, a very mercantile community, long-standing history in philanthropy, opening orphanages, schools, etc. It's just part and parcel of the community values. So my family were very fortunate. You know, my dad got very lucky. He worked very hard to be able to move us from Africa over to the UK. So, you know, I grew up never wanting for anything, but always being very aware of where our roots were, always being very aware of where we came from. And so the foundation was kind of his way of formalizing his philanthropic giving, because it's always been something he's been interested in. So when it came to formalizing that giving in the UK, he thought, you know, no better community to give back to than his own community, the British Muslim community. But really, we wanted to do well, I say we, I was an infant, but we wanted to do like a strategic review of where can we focus this philanthropy to actually have a meaningful impact. So we looked deeper into education, and the postgraduate space is one where like there were hardly any Muslims. You see lots in the undergraduate space, and there's a massive fall from undergrad to postgrad. It really is an immense responsibility. It's one that I don't take lightly. You know, I'm the youngest of all of my siblings, so when I turned around and said to my dad, actually, I'm not really interested in involving myself in your very successful business, thankfully for him, being part of the foundation was something I was still very involved in. It was interesting because my siblings are very much the running force behind the business, so it was crucial that we still have someone within the family running the foundation, because it really is, like you said, it's a massive responsibility. We want to make sure that it's our values being carried forward. And the idea of kind of being this next generation where this wealth transference is happening, it's quite immense. Sometimes it's a bit staggering to think that there is so much responsibility behind that. Philanthropy, I think, can be, maybe it's the wrong room to say this in, but it can be kind of dangerous, I think, if it's done incorrectly, because you have such an impact. And you need to be very wise about what you're doing with that impact, with essentially the power you have over communities and over people. So we don't take that lightly. I've chosen for myself him wanting to be more involved with the foundation, and me saying, you know, I will do, but let me have my own kind of life to build on, because I think you need to find your passion. You need to find the thing that you think is the voice of your generation. If this foundation is for my generation and the next generation, we can't turn a blind eye to the biggest issue facing this generation, which is the climate issue. My own professional background is in psychiatric healthcare, so I'm very keen on pushing that agenda into the next 10 years of the Aziz Foundation and seeing kind of where we can grow from that. I think the worst mistake you can make is particularly in philanthropy, is not listening to what the people who are in need are quite literally shouting in front of you. It's just listening to what the community needs, because without that, the work you're doing it doesn't mean anything.